For so proudly we bear, as the twilights last we.
I mean, those notes are powerful.
Man, dude, I could run through a brick wall right now for America. How about you?
I think he could too. He's got that. I mean,
look at those eyes. Like, look at that. That's the most patriotic tear swell I've ever seen, dude. Mel Gibson couldn't do better than that.
If you had to cast a live action Kool-Aid Man to bust to literally bust through a wall, I think Airsoftfatty could be your guy.
You know, I'd like Wings. I'd like Jordy Jordan's agent to get in play there. That being his wife. Maybe Jordy can make a good Kool-Aid Man. Come out with the microphone singing Kid Rock after he busts through the wall. I think that'd be cool.
But, my name is.
Oh yeah.
But we are here to talk about Airsoftfatty today. Singing the national anthem here at the Creator Clash, the one and only. Let me give him. Let's give him a couple more notes because this is quite the powerful performance here.
Memorable. It was a.
Oh, sorry, I got nervous, people. My bad. Let's just do this. Let's fucking do it, right? Let's give it another try.
Is this an Andy Kaufman bit or is it real?
Isn't it? Who does? Like, I've never seen somebody do the national anthem, fumble it, and then like be their own hype man to get it back into gear. All right, guys, we're gonna do this again.
We got this. We got this. I mean, props to him for not, at least at this point of the performance, completely just folding up and, you know, saying, I fucked it up, but we're done. I mean, theoretically or technically, I think he screwed it up within the first 3 or 4 words, but good for him. You're right. This was the highlight of the night. And, you know, make of that comment what you will. But, hey, Creator Clash 1 was much better than Creator Clash 2. I will say that much for it.
Creator Clash 3, they need to get Fatty himself, okay? I think that's how we need to get him to box.
There won't be a Creator Clash 3 because Clout bouts will be there.
You think by the time they decide to start that back up again, we'll already be, you know, we'll be like year 4 in the Clout bout, and they'll be, you know, that's chump shit then at that point.
Yeah, who is even going to own Creator Clash by the time we get off that?
Who owns it now?
Yeah, do they still own it? Did they lose that fight with Jake Paul and his dad, or whoever is trying to take it from him? Someone's trying to take it from him. I believe it's Jake Paul.
Oh,
we'll see. We'll see. Next Creator Clash, I bet, will be free though. But they won't be pay-per-viewing that and having a 4-day vacation of influencer concerts or whatever the hell they were doing.
So you know, we're waiting to buy our tickets to see if Fatty's gonna be a headliner or not.
Co-main, baby,
on that next Creator Clash. But Fatty, let's talk about him. Okay, we always do these kind of little dives and then where are they now kind of things on some of these characters. Kevin actually coined a little term, I guess you could say, of sorts. We love the lol cows, I guess. What was your? Are we saving the series term for when, you know, the official thing comes out?
You know, I think we can rip the Band-Aid off because in a sense we've already done some. I'm going to do some more. And I might do some of these on my own when I have time, as you know, Danny's done like the Hassan video on his own before. But when we can, we'll do them together. And the name we're running from it, and I didn't come up with this. Dark Side Phil, the creative genius that he is, one of a litany of original ideas that Dark Side Phil had was to call anybody who has any bit of advice or a thought, a negative word about him is a detractor. And since I'm a big fan of Rust Cole and just memes, you guys know every joke I make is just a reference to something someone smarter already came up with. So we bring to you True Detractor, a series where we keep up with the real lolcows, not the one that Keem pays to get into fake fights with him every week. We're going to look at the real lolcows in the world of the internet. And this week, unfortunately, it's Airsoftfatty due to a video that you'll all see here right around the end. Right, Danny?
Yeah, right. We'll watch it. We just want to, give you a little groundwork on Fatty here before we get into his latest happenings. What really, we talked about Fatty plenty of times on the show. He's been involved in a lot of drama, whatever. So it's not like we're a stranger of talking about Fatty, but I was unaware of the kind of content that we're about to watch from him.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock when I saw some of it. Not all of it. Some of the karaoke stuff I expected, but whoo, this guy has taken a turn, and I think I love it, Danny. What about you?
I'm into it. I mean, like I said, that was the whole spark here for a Fatty video. It was like, what the fuck is he doing right now? So I don't know about you, Kev. We were kind of talking about it pre-show. One of the first, probably the first time that I really knew who Fatty was, but maybe not. I don't know. Definitely the first time that I could put a name to a face for Airsoftfatty was this Full Force documentary by iDubbbz TV here. Kevin, what do you think? I think you might have said maybe some memes you saw Airsoftfatty in earlier than this.
Yeah, I remember I had viewed some of the Jedi lightsaber fights in his yard prior to seeing Full Force. I don't know if I was conscious of the name Airsoftfatty or the character or any of that, but for instance, this right here, this clip that is Danny's got put up on the screen, definitely had watched this. Probably someone else clipping it from his channel, saw this on Facebook or Twitter back in the day. So that was my first experience, but it wasn't until this video. If I'll be honest with you, this was probably the last thing iDubbbz made that I liked is right here.
Hey, a lot of people might agree with you on that.
This was the beginning of the end. I was actually very excited for iDubbbz, the documentarian, based on this. I thought, okay, this has some potential. Wasn't perfect, but I thought, all right, he could be working on something here. But that, I digress. Well, don't worry. At this rate, iDubbbz will get covered on this particular show. He is well within the. Have you guys seen his podcast with his wife, where his wife berates him for an hour and he just takes it because he's got a humiliation kink? Anyway, back to Fatty. That was my introduction.
That's a thing with people online, huh? There's just a lot of people for some reason we've encountered online that have these humiliation kinks. What is this?
It's gotta be, man. Somebody's getting off on that podcast between the two. There's no way. Somebody's. Anyway. So getting off. Look at that lightsaber.
We're fully torqued on that thing. How about we play a little bit of this so you can get a little glimpse of what Ian's inspiration for covering Fatty and sharing him with a lot of the internet here.
And bounty hunter Baba D. Black.
Holy fuck! I've had several drinks in me. It's not wise to piss off a drunk old Jedi.
It's about the equivalent of a medium shield.
Oh my god! I forgot about the Fortnite jug. Oh, now those retroactively, Danny, have you come to appreciate the cooking videos the way that I have? Because I was not aware of them prior to this documentary, but I had no choice but to go back and look at a few once I saw the examples. A lot of beans involved, a lot of hot dogs, and a lot of ramen noodles. But did you? It reminds me of Cooking with Sue a little bit. Do you remember that British lady that makes just the really awful stuff she makes her stepson eat? They covered on Cinnamon Toast Ken. Yeah, he's kind of. Yeah,
I love the lolcow cookers. You know what I mean? There's like a little section of that on YouTube where it's like the Cooking with Kay, and
is that
the one lady that's like, we watched a couple of her clips on the show before. She's a TikToker. I can't think of what her name is, but she was the one that did like the Thanksgiving dinner where she laid out like deli slices of ham and then put pineapple rings on top of it with like slices of American cheese. And she's like, oh, casserole for fucking Thanksgiving or whatever. Like there's a whole subsection of YouTubers that make trash food.
That TikToker that has like that just dumps everything in a pan of oil, and she's like making tacos for my blue collar husband, and you know it's got to be a troll. Like there's no way. She just dumps everything into the same like overly oiled pan, and everything just like sits in there and boils, and then it's all greasy and gross. And I just know it has to be a meme. But yeah, I appreciate those channels. And the best part about Fatty, much like Kay, is the authenticity of it. You know, this shit's not fake. This is not. There's no Keemstar behind the scenes saying, "Hey, wouldn't it be funny if you made a hot dog taco?" No, that's just what Fatty decided to do today.
Wouldn't it be funny to do a peanut butter challenge, Kevin? Let's take a peek at what Fatty's getting into. Back in the day, this was 9 years ago, folks. Okay, so 9 years ago, Fatty on YouTube. This is pre full force documentary. So this is authentic before the fame Airsoft Fatty.
Before the begging for not weed money online.
Weed! I got fucking weed.
I get my cannabis for free.
I got weed here.
I got 8 bags of weed. What do you mean I spend all my money on weed? I have all this weed. What can I be spending my money on it? I found it.
Brand new challenge idea.
Hold your phone the right way.
Impossible.
On steak. I'm gonna grab a knife, put a little bit of peanut butter on. I'm gonna film my reaction.
My reaction.
Growing up poor like I did, Danny, did you ever notice I'm not saying you were poor, but I know you lived in a small town. I know you had some poor folk. Yeah, what is definitely. It with poor people just overcooking their steaks? Is that a thing that you ran into?
Jeff.
Is it because
they're scared?
We scared to go to the hospital, right? That's why.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta cook everything out of that. No, nothing left. Okay.
Had an uncle die of dysentery in 1980, so they're like, "God damn, man, I can't." Nah, brother, you better char the shit out of that. And give me some catsup.
It's gotta be leather, and yeah, it's catsup. It's ketchup, or you get somebody that's, you get some of those sophisticated hillbillies that are like, okay, yeah, I like my well done steak that's like chewing on a fucking shoe, but give me some A1 steak sauce to go with it.
Ooh, that A1, that gore, that's some of that gourmet, Danny. Yeah, that gourmet A1.
Stinky in the air kind of shit, dude.
You buy a 6-pack when you go to Sam's Club once every quarter? That's what I do, brother. Hell yeah.
And I think Fatty's got the same vibes here. He's like, you can dip your steak in ketchup. You can dip your steak in A1, but if you're real fancy.
How do I make this overcooked steak more chewy? I know. I got just the thing.
Let's see if he ever gets to it.
No wonder it's a 2-minute video.
He doesn't like to edit. Just like us.
Jesus Christ, dude, get it. Yeah, he doesn't like to edit at all. Where's his camera stand, though? Look at this. I love that.
Yeah, we could at least be seeing you, Fatty. Come on.
Yeah.
I got peanut butter on the piece of meat.
Okay.
What's the ratio there? There's more peanut butter than steak on that fork.
Right, and he takes 2 seconds before he eats the entire thing.
I told you it was going to take a minute to chew.
He's revolted, though.
I did it.
I did it?
Wow. Novel.
Good job, bud.
Crazy shit.
I did it.
I mean,
I ate food that I prepared. I did it.
That's some, like,
I found to be more extreme with it.
Oh, more extreme.
Hot sauce with the peanut butter.
Hot sauce. Okay, now you're just being a degenerate.
There's something to beat that.
You need
You're trying to be the Howard Stern of food challenges here. Oh yeah, how about you throw some pickles in there? It can be really hot if you put some jalapenos in there, maybe some carrots.
I think he was just hungry. Like, what kind of challenge is this?
I think he was just stoned.
Exactly. He gets a little too high on his 8 bags of weed, and he was fucking like, I don't have any ketchup. What am I dipping my steak in? You know what would be a great idea? If I made this a challenge, okay?
Oh my God, the collab we need. Airsoftfatty, King Cobra JFS cooking combo. What up, YouTube? It's your boy God. King Cobra. I'm here with Airsoftfatty. We are making Asian food burritos 2.0. We've got ramen, we've got egg rolls, we've got raw eggs, we've got hot dogs, and then, dude, come on, man. I will watch that. That'll get me. You'll get all the run time for me. I'll watch. That's 2 hours long. I'll watch all of it.
I think there's a reason you've never seen like a Fatty and like Good Mythical Morning collaboration, or like, you know, one of these like more vanilla YouTubers. They don't want to, it doesn't seem like normal people want to be around the fatties or the Cobras of the internet. They like do collaborations with iDubbbz, who's like watching him from afar with a with a camera, like, okay, do your thing. And then like Sam Hyde, where they have him in a fucking house where he's to be disgusting and cause chaos unleashed, you know.
Oh my God. Yeah. I will say it was good work by Sam, because the only time I ever watched Fishtank was when Airsoftfatty got in there. He was must-see television. Mm-hmm. Just not the kind that, not repeat television, though. Not the kind of stuff that makes you want to come back for more. It's more like the unfortunate accident at the side of the road that you can't help but turn your head towards.
So Fatty, after he did this documentary with iDubbbz that we talked about, where we first had been introduced to him full force, he kind of, I mean, the way Fatty put it, at least back when he was first saying it, was that he was kind of neglected by his friend Ian over there, you know. It did seem a little like Fatty might have been a little needy on that end too. Maybe a little needy, you know, kind of a little bit.
Like money for weed or
right. I only got 8 bags left. They kind of fell out, iDubbbz and Fatty, and it seemed like the perfect transition to then go to Sam Hyde, another, you know, victim of the iDubbbz documentary, you could say.
Well, you could have maybe at one point if Sam hadn't gaslit the hell out of poor Ian. I think that might have been what really broke him. The Ice Cream Man doc wasn't good. I don't think he expected Dax Flame to be that boring for that long, and I didn't particularly enjoy that. But I don't necessarily blame iDubbbz for it. But I think the Sam Hyde one was when he officially broke. That whole saga that went beyond that, and then the creator clash drama with Froggy Fresh didn't help. But that too, I think, all stemmed from, like, that's inception point is also Sam Hyde, right? Because the whole reason they had issues in the first place was because Froggy went to go train with Sam Hyde. And if there hadn't been that weird tension, maybe Froggy doesn't make a harmless joke about Anissa's OnlyFans. That, again, man, just learn how.
Isn't it weird? You can see the trajectory, kind of, because it does seem like from that point when he decided to do that documentary with Sam, that it's been kind of like measurably, visibly a downhill for him and Anissa. Now they're like, I mean, they're ground level, I guess you could say. It seems like they're, you know, they're not on their high horse anymore. That's for sure.
No, they're in like humbled. Their season 1 Clout Route era. You know what I mean? They're just like 2 dudes sitting in chairs, or 2 people sitting in chairs trying to figure it out. You know, they're struggling. They're struggling to make their podcast good, man. Hey, we've been there. It's hard work.
Hey,
hard work in these streets.
Some people say those are the best days. Remember the good old days, Kev?
Oh yeah, dude. We were like, hey, we're gonna do a true crime episode. What the hell?
Episode 2. Somebody died.
Somebody died. In the name of Clout. Hey, it's been a journey. I wouldn't change it for the world. Something I bet our subject won't be saying, because when he went from at one point kind of begging / putting down, he made that one weird live stream about Ian before the whole thing. It might have been the catalyst for getting over to Fishtank was his need for money. And I remember he made a stream crying about Ian won't help me. I reached out to Ian. He won't even text me back. All this stuff. And then almost as if to say, well, I love fucking with Ian. Sam Hyde's like, hey, bud, we can put you in Fishtank, I bet. You got some mental problems probably, and you're a bit of a head case. Let's put you in this house and drive you insane.
I've got a box full of head cases, and we're just going to throw you in there and see how it works.
But yeah, there's plenty of weed. Yeah, of course.
Speaking of which, yeah, he probably got paid in weed, honestly.
That's what. Of course, I don't need money for cannabis. How do you think I got paid at Fishtank?
So we'll give you a little taste of the experience Fatty had on Fishtank here. Give this a little listen. One of my favorite clips from his experience on Fishtank here. Airsoftfatty, folks.
I just felt like I smelled poop a little bit. I don't know why. Like, I feel like I smell poop.
Yeah, she does.
I don't know if I could do it. There might be some, like, stains on the bed.
Oh, God.
But I don't know. Like, the aroma.
The whole room?
Did you hear what he said?
No, can you? No,
I couldn't quite make that out. I want to go back because he says like it's something like, I don't want to make you do something you don't want to do, which is, gentlemanly of him to say that, well, if you don't like my poop,
almost as gentlemanly as washing your bed sheets before you have an escort come over. I mean, I know she's a professional, but still a little common courtesy. She's still a human.
Yeah, right. Come on,
you're gonna pay her to come out into a barn, on a stack of hay, are you? Come on, man.
Change into the good underwear.
yeah, right.
The clean pair. Maybe change before she gets there. Hit the
Put
bidet.
On your t-shirt.
A t-shirt.
Clean out the twisted tea box over there on the floor. Like, what's going on here? Clean your room.
Damn, dude. Solo cups on your dresser.
Just bull crap, dude. Man, is there a more embarrassing thing? Oh, anyway, we got to hear what he says, right? Never mind. I'll wait.
Yeah,
let's hear what he tried to say. Yeah,
let's hear what he tried to say to this lady.
Yeah, sorry, but you know what?
I'm not gonna have you do something you don't want to do. Pretty sure.
I just felt like
Yep, I think you're right. I'm not gonna have you do something you don't want to do, which is that's good. That's a funny way to phrase it, but yeah, that's the right approach at least. Just wash your ass, dude.
It does seem
it's like a weird thing. Like, why is that such a problem with grown men? Wash your ass.
Because it's gay to touch your butt hole. It's gay.
But it's yours. So
you're
good.
That precedes that supersedes. It's a butthole. Bottom line.
Is that?
It's also.
I think it's worse to get dumped.
Penises are pretty gay too.
Of your stank, or to not be able to even pay for it because you smell so bad. Wash your ass. Wash your feet.
I was gonna say
at least once a day. If you sweat, maybe do it again. I don't know.
Yeah, he needs.
I feel like he's the kind of guy who should. Anytime he sweats, probably just go take a shower.
A couple, yeah. Anytime
just for everybody else's sake,
But I do feel like it's been this is positive momentum for Fatty, right? Because like he was just some guy like in his mother's, spare bedroom, smoking the bags that he could get or whatever, playing lightsabers in the backyard. And now he's hanging out in a house full of partiers, getting a chance to score here.
Super downgrade, dude. Give me the life of playing video games and fighting my friends with a light. I want to live like I'm 12 years old again for a little while. Not if it means I have to go to Michigan. I'm just kidding, Babs. I'm just kidding. All right.
Is this guy been? Do you think he needed the escort because he's never been escorted?
Was that the? Was that the?
I don't know what the plot line was. I just am kind of thinking about it now. He is a big, chubby, poopy guy. I mean, I know he has a beautiful singing voice. We saw that at the top.
Yeah, that'll do it for you.
Well, apparently not. No amount of singing was going to keep this poor lady in that bedroom.
I wish they'd have told me that when I decided to make instrumental beats. Like, oh yeah, nobody, nope. You ought to sing, bud. You ought to sing.
Yeah, especially now that we've got all this AI to just do it easy, Sorry, I don't mean to rub it in.
Screw you guys. Screw you AI guys, all right? 1776 will commence again, except this time it's against you robots. Look out.
So, before we get into this fatty video, I just wanted to give one last little sneak peek at him. On Instagram, you can see him. I couldn't get it out, whether it was Twitter or YouTube. I said almost all the things before Instagram. Instagram, we've got Chris here. As seen on Rolling Loud, MDE Fishtank Live, Tosh.0, In Real Life Shrek, Creator Clash, YouTube, and Full Force.
Which is also YouTube again.
So YouTube again.
I'm on YouTube and also on a very specific video that's on YouTube.
Did he do a video with? Oh, here we go. This is what
Full Force get released on Tubi. Oh, he put it out on his Instagram too. Okay,
I guess. Well, when I saw this picture right here, I thought it was that 8-bit Eric guy in a Wendy in his work uniform.
You know who that is?
Yes, I know who it is now.
Yeah. Wow, he does look like 8-bit Eric. Burn on you, Eric. I haven't had a reason to talk about you for a minute. You don't cross my mind a whole lot, but suck it.
But I mean, it looks like Fatty, has some fun. Okay, Instagram, he's trying the comedian life. Okay, he's going and hanging out with, celebs on tanks.
Oh, those shirts are badass, dude. They're like poison symbol, but it's also Darth Vader. That's a dope ass t-shirt. $40 for that, dude.
So Chris seems like he's doing well. I guess maybe we should reserve our thoughts on whether he is or not for this video that we're gonna watch.
Yeah, this one in particular, the ones leading up to this, the ones I watched before this one, Danny, were things like him covering songs at a bar, and it's like, okay, Fatty's out there living that H-list celebrity, he's out there making the most of it. Let's go. Great singing voice, as we already know. Can't wait to hear his rendition of AC/DC's Thunderstruck. It's going to be phenomenal. But then they stumbled across this little unit.
A buttload of nuggets. Interesting already.
Great title. I see. When we can come up with creative titles like this, Danny, we might get to that 1K, baby. Like and subscribe. Love you guys.
Well, I also need to get some lessons from them on these green screen editing jobs here, but let's let this play a little bit and get a little feel for the kind of fun that Fatty is getting into these days, okay?
And if you appreciate this, make sure you go over to Airsoftfatty's channel and subscribe to him, right? Make sure.
Just like I am.
Give it a like and a subscribe, all that good stuff, so that he can make a buttload of hamburgers, the much anticipated sequel.
I like that. I'm waiting for it. We'll do another video, okay? A buttload of hamburgers. All right, let's listen to a little bit here, okay?
Hey, we're almost at the lake. Is anybody hungry?
No McDonald's, Dad.
No, not that again. We got that McDonald's at home. You silly Billy.
You always do that.
Dude, Betty's going all out.
Where do you guys want to go?
I want pizza!
Pizza sucks.
So his acting chops here were, I mean, it goes all the way back to what we said earlier. He's a big baby.
Boom. But I will say he's doing the best work here of all of them. And I find it interesting that they're all green screened. Like Fatty's was the only one that needed to be green screened, but it kind of adds this weird uncanny valley. I kind of love it even more that it's like this, but
right. It feels more old school. It feels like an edit that would be on. I mean, we talked about how we might have saw him hitting lightsabers on E-Bomb's World back in the day. This feels like that era of like editing, you know.
Yeah,
like
this screams 3 a.m. on Adult Swim. You know, a little pilot of them trying to get something else over.
I'm not sure if I enjoy the outfit.
I would like to see less of that particular region of Fatty. And I'm talking about the one region that's covered, if I'm being honest. You know, it's a little, maybe get one size bigger next. It's supposed to be a diaper, so it's okay, you know,
I guess
cover some of that up, bud. But hey.
That's a thin piece of loincloth you got there. Here, let's see if they actually get into anything here. If it's just gonna be
it's comedic genius, Danny. You gotta
comedic genius.
You gotta just let it marinate a little bit.
Let him cook.
Dinner, are you hungry?
Shut up.
That's it. At first I thought it was
He said at first you thought what?
I thought it was like behind or something, but I think that was just the edit. Like it's just a really weird there's like a long pause there. Oh my god. We're about to meet my favorite character. I'll just say that.
I can't imagine if they just would have did this in person. You know what I mean? Like put Fatty in a fucking car seat and actually go through the Wendy's drive-thru.
Or just green screen him in. Like I think it would have been funnier if the other people were actually sitting in the car and then you green screen Fatty in. Like I think that's the absurdity that would make it have a little more laugh to it. But with everybody being obviously green screened in and kind of overacting it, it's just there's a little too much cheese on it for me. But just you wait.
The more I get a chance to look at him sitting there, the less I like it. Let's keep going.
Yeah, you got to keep it.
You guys
don't want to pause too long.
I don't even want a Frosty. What? Stop.
Shut the fuck up!
Shut up.
Shut up!
He's sitting in an office chair. I like it. Okay.
I want to take a peek here at the are these comedians? Or are these just his friends? Yeah, I mean, it says nothing about who these people are, so I'm assuming these are just people that he knows.
Yeah. Well, the big star. It's because they had to save their budget for this next actor. That was the big get. Yeah. That's why everything else is green screened.
This is where all the budget went. Okay, let's watch.
Hello? I got a car full of hungry kids and a lovely, sexy, tatted broad who needs some food before she gets a little hungry.
Love of my life.
Wait. I forgot about this character.
I was gonna say, is this your favorite character?
No, it's the next one. I forgot about Mom. Yeah. But look at this dude. He's in his Eddie Murphy era. He's playing multiple roles.
Yeah. You can tell what kind of who he would be on SNL if he was one of the cast members.
Hey, why is he has a T-Rex tattoo on his arm? What does he think? He's Kevin Owens? What the hell?
With some with some Chinese or some Japanese kanji or something on there.
Yeah, that's weird. Or does it just say sucks with an S? S-U-X. That's what I'm saying. It says sucks. This tattoo sucks.
This tattoo sucks. This outfit sucks. God.
The whole thing is bad, dude. I mean, I know it's supposed to be bad, but ugh.
Wear a bra, dude.
Go back to the
All right, let's let him cook.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, welcome to Wendy's. Are you going to be using our mobile app today?
There he is.
No, we just need a second to look at the menu, honey.
What the
Let me get a 10-piece nugget, two Baconator meals.
Burgers, nuggets, what else?
With Baconator fries.
I got a better idea.
What?
I was waiting.
What is going on?
I was waiting for the punchline.
It's coming. It's still coming. They're just so awkward with it. Robert to me is like in the Tommy Wiseau sort of so bad it's good. Like Robert is making me laugh. Like he's the awkwardness of it. But well, I'll save my critiques for when we get there.
He's like 5 seconds behind when he should deliver his line. It like sits there for a second and hangs out, and then he's like, oh, "I got an idea."
Right, like him just staring there with that funny face, like it makes me laugh, but I don't think I'm laughing for the reasons maybe that was what they were going for. I don't know.
They edit the whole thing. It's all on green screen. They're editing all this shit in, and they can't edit out like the second of dead air before each of his line deliveries.
Well, he's come a long way. Back in the day, he would have just turned his camera away in between. We saw evidence of that.
Set it up at the fucking ceiling.
Look over here while I change into the mom outfit. Okay, we're back.
Listen, buddy. Hello? Hey, listen, buddy. I got 2 hungry kids in the back. A fat, sexy, hormonal wife.
What did you know? I'm eating for 2.
Oh
we need some food so we can just get on the road. Get on with our vacation.
Is he dancing?
Hello?
He's about to say something, so maybe I should have let him just speak here, but
they're really dragging it out.
I'm still waiting for the punchline.
Oh, right. And you think the punchline will save you, but no, it only gets worse from there.
Is this it? Are we about to get it?
I think so.
We're about to get the dry delivery.
Well, once you get it, it never stops, and you'll be like, okay, shut up about the punchline. All right.
No.
It's one of those like you think you're annoyed about the punchline now. Just you wait. You can never go back to this moment, Danny, once you press play.
All right. Well, here we go. Famous last words.
I'm here. I want to help you, so I'm cooking up a whole buttload of nuggets for you.
What did you just say?
What?
That was the punchline, Danny.
Buttload.
A what load?
I'm going to give you a whole buttload of nuggets.
A buttload of what?
Buttload.
It's awful.
The baby thinks it's pretty
great fucking pause, dude. What a pause. That's the best part of this. Look at Airsoft's
What the fuck? This really is though, like I could see like Tim and Eric buying this skit for like a commercial break, on one of their shows.
Yeah, this seems like something like Little Dancing Man or something. Like I know exactly who this was inspired by, and I still think it missed the mark, but
yeah,
it's very bad Family Guy. Like, this reminds me a little bit of some of those jokes like Peter trying to get that frog out of the window or into the box, whatever, where it's like, all right, dude, quit repeating yourself. It wasn't even that funny the first time. Like, let's just move on to something else. But they can't. With this is the whole joke. And Danny, there's still like 4 minutes left of it. I'll admit, I did not get through all 8 minutes of this originally. I got through further than this, but I just I got to the gold, which was right about here, and I said, "Oh, Danny's got to see this, you guys." Airsoftfatty's ready to take Kenan Thompson's spot on SNL.
That's right. That's what I'm thinking. That's really what I'm thinking. He's the next in line when they finally need a white person for the person of color for SNL.
They're going to go the Chris Farley route. Airsoft Farley.
We don't have a white guy on here right now. Who are we gonna get?
Back on the right track. He's gonna have to work on deepening his voice. Yeah.
Well,
Fatty's gonna be the guy, dude. Look for him. That or they're bringing back Mad TV, and Will Sasso's gonna be fucked.
I mean,
he can't compete with this.
He'd fit right in with the Mad TV crowd too. I feel like he's pretty much same spot as all of those people are right now too, just like relegated to a YouTube show. We see them all, Dudesy and Bad Friends or whatever. That's what they get now. They former Mad TV stars just get a podcast, and then that's their corner of the internet.
Hey, coming soon, new sketch comedy show with old Airsoftfatty and Robert, star of the show, the Improv G. He's like the Michael Scott of improv.
That's right. That is exactly right.
Except instead of a fake gun, it's nuggets.
What? What the fuck? Huh?
Like they did an over-the-speaker butt load?
Listen, freak, not in front of the children. I'll go up to that fucking screen and kill you. My story's gonna go.
How does he why is he taking the order in the lobby too? That's
he went to the lobby. Yeah, it's really where it starts to break down, and you're like, dude, I don't know why. Like, they really went through the shooting, the editing. They probably did multiple takes. They edited this, and we're like, dude, yeah, this is so good. This is funny. People are gonna love this. I'm gonna call myself a comedian on Instagram because I make things like this.
Some guys with a podcast are gonna watch this and review it on their show.
That'd be like me not shaving my head for a week and claiming I had hair on my head. Like, all right, I mean, I guess technically there's some jokes in here. Comedian though.
So hard today.
What the fuck?
An entire buttload of nuggets.
And he
what the fuck?
An entire buttload of nuggets.
What the fuck?
This guy is really. This guy's carrying the whole.
This dude thought he was just doing multiple takes of one scene. He didn't realize they were just going to keep replaying it. But I hate how the editor, he says, "What the fuck?" And then he turns and looks, and Fatty's broken. Fatty's Jimmy Fallon right now. Airsoft Fallon over here. It keeps breaking. He's laughing the whole time, even though he's supposed to be mad. And then you got the guy that Danny rightfully points out is carrying this whole damn thing. I mean, They don't edit it out so we get to see him turn and look at his boss to be like, oh, is that a good take? Oh my God, dude. Come on, boys.
Yeah, no, I think you're spot on though. It seems like they wrote this bit, this like line or two in a script, if they even did a script. They wrote like this little segment and they filmed it multiple times like you do usually when you're filming things and then editing it later to put on YouTube. And instead of like, I don't know if the footage got corrupted or something, they're just like, well, we at least have 8 of these takes. So just put that in right back to back. Because it is the same line, both of them, back to back.
Buttload of nuggets. What the fuck? Oh, buttload of nuggets. Actually, we could make a beat out of this. Oh, buttload of nuggets. What the fuck? Oh, buttload of nuggets. What the fuck? Oh, buttload of nuggets. What the fuck?
I like where your head's at. AI's not making that shit. That's for sure.
Yeah, you still got some catching up to do, you fucking robots.
An entire buttload.
She's like a Bane now.
An entire buttload.
You merely adopted the dark.
What the fuck?
A whole buttload.
What?
Do they? I don't. Do they ever move on?
What did you just say to us?
Please pull forward.
I think he just said a buttload. Pull forward.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
You got a whole buttload for
There's seriously not another joke.
It's just, I gotta hope. And now he's outside the Wendy's.
He's in front of their car.
What?
Did they just have him laughing in the skit in the shot too?
He's thinking about it. Hold on. Was I just laughing in that last shot? Should we reshoot that?
Hang on. Are we? You're gonna edit this part out, right? Oh yeah.
Oh, that's, you'd think that they could it looks like they got the authentic hat there. Like one of them must have worked at Wendy's before. You'd think they could have got an official Wendy's like shirt, I think I could swing that if I wanted to. Like I could probably drive to a Wendy's locally and be like, hey, I'd throw you a 20 spot. You give me one of those Wendy's shirts you got folded up in the back.
I wouldn't be surprised if Robert just snatched that off an employee's head before they they went to a Wendy's. That was how they got too high. They went to a Wendy's, and when it was Robert's turn, because Fatty's so lazy, he wasn't driving. The other dude was driving. But instead of having the driver read Robert's order or announce it, whatever, he just pulled up a little bit and said, Robert, they make Robert sit in the back as you would. And he said, all right, you can just say your own order. And Robert, trying to be funny because he needed to get a lot. He wasn't getting enough attention at the time. He's like, yeah, I'd like a buttload of nuggets. Like you would say if you were 12 years old and you're in the back seat riding around with your friends. And yeah, they were like, oh, that's so funny, dude. We're going to do a skit where we go to Wendy's and you're like, oh, dude, you're going to give a buttload of nuggets. And then you're just
remember that time you said buttload of nuggets?
Remember the time you ordered a buttload of nuggets and we all laughed, dude? It was so funny. Man.
Son of a bitch.
Buttload.
Buttload.
What the fuck did you just say to us?
You're still saying it.
No. I said it'd be 1982.
No, the other thing.
Your total will be 1982.
Okay.
I'm saving you a whole buttload of buckaroos.
So, did you just see that he just tried to drive the car away?
Yeah. A whole buttload of buckaroos. Huh?
Hold on. Watch this. Yeah, well. But no, watch this dude's hands. The driver.
I said it'd be 1982.
No, the other thing.
Your total will be 1982. I'm saving you a whole buttload of buckaroos.
Great edit work, dude. Great.
The steering wheel is fucking 10 feet in front of him.
It's a Tesla, dude. He doesn't even need to do that. He just old habits die hard.
Okay, I see.
Like John McClane.
I said it would be 1982.
Edit this.
Look at
Hey, hold on.
the shirt.
They just slapped the Wendy's over there.
That's not even a black shirt. That's not even a whole black shirt, dude. You took a different shirt and you couldn't even get a black.
They did not have $8 to buy a T-shirt from Walmart for this, Danny. They're on a micro budget here.
Well, where do you go to get a print of a Wendy's thing like that? They had to go to like fucking Office Max or something and get a fucking Wendy's poster printed out so they could put that on his back.
It probably would have been cheaper to just buy a plain black shirt from Walmart. Holy cow. So good for you guys. Look at that production value. I'd reconsider who you put in charge of the budget next time. But,
positive spin there. I like that. I like that a little bit.
Fucking taking forever over here. Shit. Here, honey. Beautiful wife.
What the fuck?
BUTTLOAD.
I can't wait for more.
Fucking weirdo.
This should have been a 3-minute segment, by the way. Like this, I don't know that the buttload of nuggets thing would have been funny on its own. A couple of those, just by Robert being so awkward, it could have been, almost like a Good Burger thing where it's like, yeah, none of that was funny either. But every once in a while you'd laugh because it's like, all right, this is awkward. This is weird. But no, this should be over. There's 2.5 minutes left. They're going to go back to him, I imagine. He's going to say buttload again 14 more times.
Well, they've left the store and he's still buttloading. He's still buttloading. They're gone and he's still buttloading.
Now this guy's checking his food while he drives.
That's a lot of nuggets.
Chicken nugget, chicken nugget. That's like a Kim K kind of buttload.
That's a whole buttload of nuggets.
That was his Airsoftfatty wrote that one himself. He's like, that's a Kim K kind of buttload.
Yeah, when you see the credits, because I imagine we're gonna have some post credits on this. No way they put this much effort into this, and they're not gonna have post credits. So I can't wait to see Airsoftfatty credited as a writer. And I think you're right, Danny. That's the one line.
Look how fucking greasy that bag is. And it looks like he's eating spicy chicken nuggets. If you ask me,
that's where, they spent all the, this was just an excuse for him to order 100 nuggets.
They're like, that's what happened. They got really stoned. They're like, hey guys, let's go buy as many Wendy's chicken nuggets as we can and eat them. And then they thought that was so funny, the whole encounter. He must have said buttload in there at some point.
So Ian told me when we were doing that documentary that as long as you spend the money on a video, that you can write it off on your taxes. So, hey, Chris, let's go get a buttload of nuggets and write them off on your taxes. Oh God, yeah, Robert, that's the skit. Holy shit, man.
That might have been one of the.
We're gonna be millionaires. Can I get another key bump?
That might have been one of the best things that Ian ever taught him. If that's some tax knowledge.
Ian sees this. He's like, wait a minute.
Knowledge.
I'm usually the mastermind in these situations.
He probably watched this and he called Fatty up afterwards and was like, "Why didn't you guys call me?"
You son of a bitch! You stole my buttload of nuggets idea. Because I've seen the cheese anus clip where iDubbbz just says cheese anus 25 times in front of his wife.
Oh, that's what this is.
Exactly. This is stolen content. He stole iDubbbz's joke.
Well, that's what you get when you don't pay a guy to be in your documentary. He steals your jokes later and does a YouTube video about it.
And then you get belittled by your wife on a podcast.
That happens.
For fun. Because you ain't making money off of it.
That's right.
Woo! Buttload. Oh.
Here, honey. I'm over this, Dad. Can I just have my food?
Give these to your brother.
Going.
Sure. Here.
They are handing the food. Oh.
See, I'm telling you, they spent all. This is all just a reason to buy chicken nuggets.
Wow.
Like this is
Chicken nugget! Yay!
Buttload.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
So they've been eating chicken nuggets and they've been saying buttload.
At this rate,
and
they're
the green
just hoping.
screen. So that's 3 jokes. The green screen, 4 jokes. Green screen, outfits, buttload, and then physical comedy with the eating of the nuggets.
And now they're just they've extended the video by 2 minutes in hopes that you were really high when you put this on and you've fallen asleep. And they're probably also hoping you're on autoplay or something so they can get a few more views out of you. Because otherwise, I don't know what's going on here. Whatever the joke was, wherever they thought it was, it should be over at this point, right? How many more times are we going to cut to Robert fisting chicken down his throat and saying buttload? This 7-minute clip feels like it's been an hour long. And I know for a fact, Danny, that we set this up for about 30 minutes. So I know it's only been about 20 minutes, but it feels like an hour. Have you ever seen the movie 1408? Because I just experienced it and then some in the last 6 minutes and 13 seconds of this video's runtime.
Well, here's some more for you.
Only just begun.
Oh, buttload.
Buttload.
Damn it. Of course.
Oh, the baby knows buttload now.
Buttload.
She's
Buttload.
Oh, no, thank God. At least I'm not going to eat. Oh.
Buttload.
I'm so glad I waited to eat dinner until after we recorded, because now I can just skip it. Were they going for a Guinness World Record?
You think?
I think they were going for a record for saying buttload the most times in a certain amount of time. Joke's on them, because we've said it a couple of times when we were watching it, so now we just stole your record.
I thought that it was like a chubby bunny thing. You remember that challenge? Except it's buttload and it's chicken nuggets. You know what I'm talking? Chubby bunny, they used to be like, you would stick a marshmallow in your mouth, don't chew or do anything. You just stick it in, chubby bunny. Then you go 2, chubby bunny, 3, chubby bunny, until you're like 5 big jumbo marshmallows deep and your mouth is getting full. And it starts sounding like, arr, arr, arr.
And so it's saying, buttload. Oh, I got you. So they're just shoving buttload. Till they turn into the Cookie Monster.
This whole video is just nostalgia, reaching back to all these old school, the green screen effects.
I'm back now. I was out. I was completely out, Danny. You just brought me back in with that revelation, so thank you.
Chubby bunny.
Whoa. Whoa.
You could wring the grease out of that bag.
Put your arms down. Love that. I love the mohawk. You going with an avatar?
No, that's an avatar mohawk. Yeah.
Oh God, good pause. Oh, the grease. Look underneath. You can see his fingernails. Oh.
Like those spicy chicken nuggets are turning his fingers orange.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they're not just dirty hands.
No, I don't believe it. I won't believe it.
Gross, dude. He's got a little flecks of chicken on his nose.
You can see the blackheads.
I know, it's right. I was just thinking, like, man, I bet one of those things you put on your nose, whatever, those blackhead removers. Could you imagine? Dude, he'd make more money than they made on this video if he just put that on Snapchat.
I don't think you're wrong.
World's biggest blackhead.
I don't think you're wrong at all.
Oh my God, dude, if I had eaten before this, I might be getting sick. This is wow. Thank you, God, for not having any food in my stomach right now. I'm never eating chicken nuggets again either.
It's gonna be a skinny dinner for Kev. Just whatever alcohol that he can scrounge together.
It's gonna be a Caesar salad. I'm gonna throw the chicken in the trash. I'm not eating chicken for a week. Nothing but lettuce and booze.
To get over this.
Just so I hit the right amount of calories. All right, that's the only reason I'm drinking. It's for the calories.
Oh, it's so gross.
Oh yeah, it's zooming on his mouth. Oh,
why is he eating them? Why does he have a greasy bag in the Wendy's? Like, I'd be eating them straight out of the air. I mean, the fry-lator there. Pull them out of the hot basket.
Oh, Well, I'm glad you weren't saying that back when we were working together. You know, I didn't realize Danny was eating the food right out of the frying basket. That's wild. No wonder we can never keep the cheese cubes stocked, man.
You don't remember me sitting in front of the fry later eating cheese cubes, going, BUTTLOAD, BUTTLOAD, BUTTLOAD.
Yeah, dude. I remember guys eat. I thought it was the mac and cheese, man. Those mac and cheese balls.
Bites. Those mac and cheese bites. You eat those one day and you're like, oh man, that is so dank. That tastes so good. And then the next day you're like, wow, I shouldn't have ate those mac and cheese. I can't even move.
Yeah, and then you realize there's like 1,000 calories per ball.
It turns it turns into like when they press the aluminum foil on one of those like hydraulic presses, and it's just like a ball of lead. That is the mac and cheese. That's what it feels like
you're carrying around, dude. Yeah. My God. It's rough.
All right, buttload.
Oh.
Buttload.
Is Wendy gonna sue? Oh my God.
Imagine having a heart attack.
Thank God it's
eating
over.
Wendy's spicy chicken nuggets.
Oh my God. Well, there we have it. Airsoftfatty. I mean, don't call it a comeback.
There's your update. Yeah, not a comeback, just an update.
Because it's not happening. I much prefer the karaoke videos, Danny, if I'm being honest. What about you?
It did seem a lot more wholesome at the top of the show, didn't it? When he was hitting all those beautiful notes. And then now I'm just like thinking, like, where am I? What have I done with the last hour?
Why couldn't they have just fought with lightsabers in front of a green screen? Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
That doesn't get the views anymore, dude. Okay, they've already done that bit.
You gotta sometimes you gotta give people what they want.
Well, there's enough of Fatty to go around. I'm sure he'll give them exactly what they want eventually.
More singing and boxing match. That's what I need to see.
Clout Bout 1 is gonna be, it's what is it called when they're the big event, the main event.
Main event, dude.
Clout Bout 1, the main event. Fatty versus who's the Fatty v Tipster.
Ooh. Ding, ding. Tipster. Let's go, man. And Tipster's it's not actually a fight. They both just drink. One has to drink. The other one has to hit the fog machine. First one to throw up loses.
Tipster's actually the spoilers for the next what's the series again, Kevin? Great.
True Detractor, brother.
True Detractor. For some reason, I was
flat
thinking,
circle.
For some reason, I was thinking Great Detractor. True Detractor. The next True Detractor video. Tipster.
Yeah. Man just calls himself the Tip. He's into all these goth mommies.
You want the
I'm
tip.
telling you, there's something just wrong about that.
Do you think that Airsoftfatty will ever have a harem like that? Do you think he'll have a tipster like goth mommy coalition behind him? Does he have groupies?
He might have at one point, but I think Fishtank ruined that for him. I think
fish poop.
Yeah, once the hive mind that is all women found out that there was the poop. So once that lady learned about the poop smell, us dudes, we had to watch it on stream, but every woman alive simultaneously knew. As soon as she found out, she sent out the signal. And whenever they receive, I don't know how that part works. They would have to tell you. But
they won't tell us.
Yeah, they checked their inbox or whatever. I think that's what Yahoo email is, right? The rest of us are on Gmail. I think Yahoo is just like ladies only. It's their instant transmission. It's The Shining. They use The Shining to talk to each other, and boom. So they're all like, "Oh man, that dude's got a weird butt smell." Doesn't matter. I think that's one of the things that even if you were. Like, if he were to lose a bunch of weight and take steroids and get jacked and make a bunch of money, like, I think a funky butt smell is just hard for anybody to overcome, Danny. So I just don't know. He'd have to make a lot of money to have a harem because, it would need a lot of potpourri in that room.
Poopery, folks.
Ooh.
So thank you all for watching us go on this little journey. The big journey that is Airsoftfatty, I guess.
The Airsoft King.
Sorry we ruined your dinner tonight, especially Wendy's. I don't think any of you folks are going to be, hankering any spicy chicken nuggets anytime soon, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we just did the best Wendy's advertisement there could be. Not for me.
No, I'm out. Never again.
And on that note, we're out. Never again will we watch Airsoftfatty eat so many chicken nuggets. Peace.